What's up guys, Jason Granby here with the first of the tutorials on the new tutorial channel for Autodesk Maya that I'm creating for YouTube. I currently don't actually have a name for it yet as I haven't thought of one, so if you have any suggestions I'd love to hear them. So in this channel I will be showing you how to make a mattress to go on a bed and also how to create a duvet cover to go on top of the mattress. So first of all, what you've got to do is open up your Autodesk Maya, which for this project, as you can see, I'm running 2012. So yeah, as you can see, you start in the perspective mode. So if I hold down Alt and then the mouse click, I can drag around the perspective mode as long as I'm on a one button mouse. So if you go into Maya preferences, and you'll see here one button. I find that a lot easier than the others. So yeah, if I scroll down there. So if I go to my polygons panel and click the cube, and then I'm going to make my cube maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So maybe, oops, 1 second. I'm going to start by locking the grid to snap to grid. And do that again. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, sorry, this is just playing up. Playing up again. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just check this on the grid, yeah, and then go up 1. So now if I come here and turn it into off of wireframe mode so you can actually see the object. I'm then going to go to the attributes editor over here, click where it says polycube 1. I'm going to add some divisions, so on the width I'd want something like 8, the height something like 3, and the subdivision depth I'd want to be about, say, 10. Yeah, that seems about right. So yeah, I've got that. I'm then going to go edit mesh, insert edge loop tool. I'm going to insert an edge loop on all the edges, like so. So that's there. Gotta make sure they're roughly even, which that is. Oops. If you do the wrong thing, you can just press Z to undo. So there you go, and then if you look underneath, all the sides except for you've got to come here and do there and there. Now if I hit space, the space bar, so I can see all the angles, hold down my right mouse button and go into face mode and go to the selection tool. I want to select the top faces here, the side faces here, and here. So now as you can see, all those faces are selected, but not the ones where I inserted the edge loop. So now I'm going edit mesh, making sure it says keep faces together, and doing extrude. And then going to take it off of lock into grid. Using the blue arrow, I'm going to move it in just a little bit like that. I'm then going to go back to edit mesh and remove the keep faces together and go extrude again. I'm then going to use the little red box to move it out a bit, and then the little green box here. So you've got it about equal squares there. And then I'm going to come here, I'm going to use the blue line, the blue arrow again, just to drag it out a teensy wincy bit. So now if you look at that on object mode, so if you see these lines, it's nothing, they're not actually selected, it's just how the tool goes. It's a bit crazy on Maya. So now as you can see, I've got the little ripples where the bed is. So now what I want to do is go edge. I want to select this edge, so if I double click, it selects the whole edge. I want to select this edge, and this edge. Then come to the bottom and do the same, so this edge, come round. Oops. Sorry guys, let me just redo that because I hit the wrong button. So it's this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and then again back to the top. So you want all the corner edges basically, because we're going to bevel this. Now for those of you who don't know what beveling means, it actually just means curving it, so rounding off the corners so they're not a sharp edge. So once I've got that, I need to come down to the side and get the side corner edges like so. And yep, double clicking again, as I said, selects the whole line rather than that section of the line. So yeah, as you can see there, I've got that all selected. I'm going to go edit mesh and come down to bevel, and then you'll see it like that. So we've got the bevel settings here. So if I take the offset down to say about 0.4, leave the smoothing angle as it is, and then take the segments up to 5, because yeah, the smoothing angle basically does nothing. So if I just leave that as it was at 30, and then if I go to object mode and you look at it, you'll see slightly more curved. Now if I just so you'll see there I've got that. Now if I select the object again and go mesh, smooth, and we look at this, I've got a lovely smooth mattress. But in fact, actually I'm not going to do the smooth because I like it more like in this sort of feel. So if I come and select the inner, actually no, I will smooth it because it's just an easier tool to use. So mesh, smooth. There you go, you've got it nice and smooth. So there's your mattress. I'm now going to show you how to make a duvet. So first of all, if we go to top view and we select the plane, if I just lock the grid again and then I draw sort of something like that, I then move it up above the bed. Sorry, there you go. I've got that like so. Go back into perspective mode, turn around. So there's my duvet, let's say. But obviously, because it's a duvet, we want it to crease a lot. Obviously, you need the more segments you have, the smoother the creases will be. But obviously, again, the more your computer has to do, so it might run slowly or sometimes even crash. I find my computer can generally cope with up to 100. So there you go, you've got your smooth mattress, just smooth duvet, sorry. So now we go where it says polygons here, we go to End Dynamics, and then up to End Mesh. So we select the mattress because we don't want the duvet to go through the mattress when it falls into position. So we select the mattress and go End Mesh, End Passive Collider, and create Passive Collider. So what a passive collider is you've got an end cloth, which is basically just like a cloth object that drops with gravity. And if you have a passive collider there, it means the end cloth can't pass through the passive collider. So now we've got the mattress, which is a passive collider. We need to turn this plane here into a end cloth by going end mesh, end cloth. And now, if I was to turn this up to say 500 frames, so it has enough space to move, and I hit play, you'll see it drops and it folds on the bed like so. And there you have it, a creased mattress effect. And then once you're happy with Obviously that's not quite right, and obviously to get the best effect you'd like a pillow. So if I just do, say, a brief pillow like so, just take a sphere and elongate it a little. So yeah guys, this is going to rotate it down. This is literally the quickest pillow, it's nothing special. So it's going to be a little bit flatter, a little bit elongated that way, and in like so. And then I want to move it onto the bed. Now that is still too big, so if I just come here, scale it down a little bit more, and move it central and up a tad. I'll just leave it like that. It's going into the bed, but for the sake of this tutorial it doesn't matter. I'm then going to recreate the plane in a larger size. So if I come back to plane and go one across again and come down like so, move the plane up again like so, and then go and turn the pillow back into a passive collider and the duvet into an end cloth, play it and see what effect we get. Oh yeah guys, forgot one thing. Obviously we need to come back here and we need to go back before we turn that into an end cloth, come polyplanes and set the subdivisions again to 100 by 100, select it, end mesh, end cloth, and then if I play it, you'll see, you should see it drop, and it will react with the objects around it. So let's just say I like it like that. It's not quite right, it's just a quick rushed thing. But there you have it, your pillow and your duvet and your bed all reacting with each other. So once you've got your duvet how you like it, you can either keep the animated one, which if I carried on playing would slide off the bed due to the gravity pulling it down. But if you like it like that, you just do Apple D. You can then, that will give you your duvet that's not an end cloth. So that has created here a polygon duvet. So now if I go back to the beginning and play it, you now have a polygon duvet that doesn't move. And if you didn't notice, I just turned around so you could see underneath that, selected the end cloth duvet and deleted it. So now we have a duvet on a bed. That same effect can be used to create tablecloths or anything like that, so a tablecloth over a table. So that's it for now for my first tutorial. I hope you liked it, and as I said earlier, if you have any name ideas for me or even any ideas of tutorials, things that you want to know, feel free to let me know. That's my first tutorial showing you how to make a mattress and how to make a duvet. Thank you and goodbye.